Hello, internet friends, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV patch 6.3 MSQ. God's Revel lands Tremble. My name is Bay. We are going into the trial now. The next Archfiend in this Final Fantasy IV fiesta of funhouse enemies. I was trying to get more Fs there. I just lost it. But Desires Untold. No faffing about except for my intros, which are totally, completely devoid of cringe. Now appraised the situation, Nabdeen is eager to take action. I also have eaten the entire pizza before this, so let's get underway. Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee. Have you been... Sorry. We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. It was a giant MCU space laser. We must alert command at once and instruct the people to seek shelter. Is there a way to the top of Kadga? Or I'll go there and see if the fiend is indeed true. Or if the fiend is indeed truly there. We'll go to that one. I'm just going to fly up there on my Phoenix. There's no telling what manner of enemy this may be. I'm imagining it's an enemy that I take on with 7 of my adventurer friends. And I'm going to spam glare and spin in circles 5 seconds faster than before. And again, you are more than capable of defending yourself as you wish. We will leave this in your hands. The Giant Skull grounds are situated at the base of the Kadga. That's true. It's the big mining quarry thing. I myself am not familiar with the mountain paths, but the quarry workers are bound to know many. Queetanar? My brain saw that name and just went, what? Quintanar? Quaitanar? Quentin, for instance. He has worked there the longest. Go well, my friend. I mean, the sisters keep you. Are we gonna go talk to Quentin? Whoosh. I think Thadrin said he wanted to go do the trial with me again too, but the thing is, it's almost better to go with like less friends that have already done it, because then you have higher chance of like mistakes and not just one-shotting it. Because everyone's usually, if you're going in there with a brand new group, everyone's just sight reading the mechanics, right? You get the vapors. I got the vapors. Yeah, it's normal trial. That's totally fair. You want to climb Kadga? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There's an earthquake alert and triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit has been blocked. Of course it is. Nice Vegeta hair, though, by the way. But if you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak to Ramul. Stramul. He climbs like a liger? He climbs like a liger? A lion tiger? It might know the other way up, if not the gentlest way. Okay, we're going. We're sprinting. We're sprinting. We're sprinting. Yeah, they mine this rock for assaults and things. When I reach the top of the Kadga, after what just happened, that should be the last place I know to want to be. But yes, I'm familiar with another route that should still be passable. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. Well, I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I'll take you to where the route starts, but no further, all right? Okay. Fade to black load screen. It's suddenly not foggy. How long have we been running? I'm just running out here in the sun, in the...
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Stola.
We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it.
Well, don't just that beat all.
This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void.
F.
Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion.
Hmm.
A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here.
Hmm.
To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
It'd be pretty ballsy if they actually removed the dungeon from, like, the roulettes and stuff. So you couldn't actually run anymore. Obviously, roulettes aren't story-based. That's just gameplay. So the vault is dunked. Okay. Well then. I didn't see that coming. We are up the mountain. Oh. Hesperos? Dude, nice delts. Look at those calves too. Rawr.
Such an exquisite sight. The canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world too, once.
Hat. One of Golbez's champions, I presume? Or are you the one who destroyed the treasure vault? I mean, come on, hit him with a 1. I'm just a talking hat. Okay.
I am Rubicante, the archfiend of fire.
That is aggressively faithful to what I remember of his pixel art. That's so cool. Yeah, the old pixel art from like Final Fantasy, that's so neat. That's all. He has less stuff on his head, but that's so good. Even with the right arm cloaked over. Oh, that's so... His original art is very cartoonishly painted in that red and purple. This is a bit more subtle, but that's awesome.
A monster in flesh. Yet in spirit I remain a man. A prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world. Until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon.
Okay, how do you just know that?
But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Yep. I must go, my people need me. All right then. Mount Ordeals. Probably Ordeals? It just can't be Mount Ordeals. That'd be kind of lame. Mount Ordealis, maybe? I don't know. All right then. Where the hell are we? Passage to Giant Skull Grounds. So is there a new... Oh yeah, there is. So at the mine, there is a new path up into the mountain for the actual trial location. Okay. Yep. Though seemingly impossible, Vritra senses the presence of Ejdiah in the source, prompting you to travel north to bitterly cold Garlemald, the mountains you do battle with Cagnazio. But though you prevail, your victory proves hollow. The Archfiend of Fire, Rubicante, seizes on your absence from Razatan and moves to destroy the Void Gate in Alzadal's legacy. When confronted at the base of Kadga, he issues you a challenge, and thus do you make for the summit to extinguish the flame of the Void Sense ambition. Yeah, something like that, Q. Yeah, Mount Ordeals. Yeah. Something fancy pronunciation, you know, put some stink on it, you know. All right, I assume you're ready, Bob. Let's go. What are your hard? Oh, are you crafting? Maybe crafting. Bum bum. Bum bum. Oh boy, one more Tombstone of Causality. Just one more. Waiting on Bob. Waiting on Bob. One moment. Oh, he might be in. Oh, okay. It's very possible he is literally in a craft. All right. What's my healer level gear up to anyway right now? 620. Not too bad. Oh, we can upgrade the 610 crafted to 620 now, can't we? I can upgrade my ring. Unless there's something we can replace it with to actually go, because the other blue quality ring is not good for healers right now. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Donish reluctant to send you headlong in a danger. Sramul. Yeah, showed us an alternative trail that leads up to the mountaintop, and so you begin your climb to ascend who or what has made its nest atop Kadga. The 630 Tome Ring is better than 620 Augmented. Is it? But the Augmented is better than the 620 Tome Ring. Well, just because I'm primarily gearing Astro, so I think they still want the meld for spell speed. I'll have to go look at the vendor for it later, yeah. I'll have to go look. Are you ready, sir? Taps foot. Yeah. Although right now, White Mage is good with spell speed as well. Just because we don't have the mana problems aren't really present. But they used to be. Let's see how fast this fills up. I don't think it's part of the trial roulette, so usually it's only people that are actually doing this part of the story. Yeah, both of my healers. I mean, when I'm raiding on Astro, for example, that doesn't need piety. Like, you don't want it on any piece of gear. It's just a wasted stat. It's so much mana regen already. But, I mean, White Mage can use some piety. But I also don't raid on White Mage compared to raiding on Astro. Got one tank and one DPS. Oh, you were crafting The... Yeah. The samurai ruby weapon. Did you have... Do we have any ruby pieces in the guild coffer? Or did you just buy the piece off the board? Because usually these go for like 1 million. Was it like 1 million for the piece? Oh, here we go. Wait for us to be in the group. Hit him with the hoy. Yep, we can do the summoning ritual now, so... The 2 Lalafels in front. Boop, boop. The Autarch of Flame. Rubicante.
You stayed the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
Hey, it's a big flat circle. Let's go. Another Final Fantasy IV remix? Yeah, it's the party. Bob, what the hell is that? Bob, fix your... Bob.
The Archfiend of Fire has no equal.
Indeed.
The glory of fire.
He's pulling fire from that side of the board. Triangular hit. Oh. So that side?
To lick at your heels.
Are we not touching the... You want to touch the red?
Darkest flames to me.
Oh, it's Zodiac-ish. Oh, the ground is a fuse. Am I reading it correctly? Oh, cool.
Naught but ash will remain.
The grounds are fuses. Oops, wrong button.
Burn!
Whoop. Oh, walking circles. Walking fire tornadoes. Whoop. Line nuke. Whoop. Whoop. Emis pushes you around quite a bit. So left side becomes the plane of fire madness. It's very Dark Souls.
Flames to lick at your heels.
So that just means he's in this pattern then. Here? Oh. Oh, okay, we're still fine. The purple circle rotates. We need to be, like here-ish. Yep. This is gonna rotate over one and blow up next to us. Fire off from this side. Yep.
Naught but ash will remain.
Oh. Phase 2. Add phase. These bomb bats? Flame scent. Tank buster on you? Nope. Well, it was, but the bard was a little close.
All will burn.
Hey, raid buster, wings up. Oh, it's a dot.
Show you real flame.
Cool.
You've strength worthy enough of pride. But will it be enough?
Oh,
I
cutscene.
am one with the flames.
Oh, his body is half and half. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Sephiroth? Oh, the tank is like in the cutscene under his feet.
You are the first to behold this form.
The tank is getting stepped on?
The flames rise higher.
Excuse me? Individual raid buster with a
Look
raid-wide
now
bleed?
on my essence made pure. Destruction incarnate.
I'm good. Oh, it... Oh, then it echoes out? Okay. I got a Bob Snipe free reses.
To ashes with you.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this is an Archfiend move because Barbricia does the same thing, roughly. That out and in slashes.
Oh, dark.
Double tank slices.
I shall tear you asunder.
This is the fire tornadoes. Just gonna pop Lily on that. Raid wide, maybe? That was a stance change. Oh, okay, yeah. Changing the arena. That animation is really cool. Also, those statues,
Flames to lick at your heels.
like fire giants. Oh, whoops. The nose already built up. My brain. Here. So this is going to be in extreme. This is going to have multiple.
To me.
He probably lights multiple wicks, I'm going to imagine. You have to solve multiple rotations. It becomes. We should be fine here. It's going to be this one right here. Yeah, I'm assuming he lights multiple wicks or fuses.
Naught but ash will remain.
That's neat. It is a little hard to see with all friendly spell effects turned on, but I wouldn't be doing that if I was actually raiding for real. This is for fun. All the spell effects. Oh, walking circles. Oh no! The Black Mage Greed! And I totally full healed him. I just landed after the tick. Okay, Rubicante. Cool. The room cut open thing is neat, but definitely not as... He's not as involved in the story as Barbricia was from the previous. Because Barbricia was like this build-up and this reveal and the camera angle. It was told in a more menacing way because she was more directly involved. Whereas Rubicante is just like, aha, I'm Rubicante. Aha. You know, like he wasn't fully part of the story integration until now. I mean, cool fight, but not as... That wasn't as much showmanship. There was a lot more showmanship with Barbricia. I mean, you can go back and watch that from 6.2, because my first time Barbricia stuff, I think we even wiped just because of her mechanics and her sword combos and all this stuff like that. And just, there was more showmanship in this one. This is a little more subtle with Rubicante. He had a very specific thing. He's impacted the story, destroying our way to enter the 13th. So that's a problem, but his story involvement is much more subtle, less flair, despite the fact that he just like multi flared us for his raid break, right? All the flare bubbles blowing up. Okay. I got 3 player commendations, Bob. Get bent. sorry. Sorry. Just saw it before my text box faded away.
A step too slow.
Oh. Okay. It's true, Bob. It's true.
To defeat all of us archfiends, you are strong indeed.
We're getting the sad music for Rubicante right now. So what's his backstory going to be? We'll find out in the next, not the next quest, but the one after that's going to be the back history of these two. That was simple. It was fun, cool mechanic. The cutting the room in half to opening up to like the fire plane was neat, but like I said, just not as much je ne sais quoi as Barbricia. What is it that Golbez seeks? Or why do you fight? Why do you fight? Mr. Pandaria? What is it you wish to save? Yeah. With number 2? What is it you wish to say? What are you trying to...
You would know your enemy's heart.
Well, before you explode into etherical dust, sure.
Very well. It bleeds more than you can ever understand. But I will speak, and you will listen, and learn how all began.
There's some cool story involved in the fall of this shard and what happened to them. It's just, I hope the story doesn't keep playing out in the way, because we've already dealt with all the Asians wanting to get back to their world, and you know, and the conjunction of the spheres and all this stuff. I wanted to bring back everything they had before Heidelin sundered everything. Whereas some of the story elements for the Archfiend stuff with Golbez that I just want to like, they want what they had back, which is definitely a fine story motif, but from like a demonic side, I don't know if you can look at Archfiends and the Void entities as demons exactly, but I hope there's more to it than just Golbez wants purple crystal back plot. Hat, the cutscene. Oh, what we got? Yeah, because their whole thing is they were nothing. They were just fading away blob void creatures. This is all 4 of them.
How long has it been since the world was undone? Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath. Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains. But you are different. You remember who you were and the paradise for which you fought. That world will never be ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever. Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
Golbez is like 40% pectoral muscle. You notice that?
There is no hope, no freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
I speak truth. The Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14. There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality.
By the way, the game is called Final Fantasy XIV, and there are 14 shards. Today you learned.
A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own. Count me in.
He's Italian?
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause. A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
This game's weird.
And thus did we begin our great work.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the source?
Just so. Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
It's true.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
So in turn you wage another.
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken.
I suppose he means Wheel of Depravity from their point of view is because the Void sent all the creatures because they can't really die. Zera's talked about it before. That's got to be a terrible way to exist, where you're just eating each other to not die. And then if you die, you slowly over time just coalesce back into, you know, a void blob ether, and then you got to eat to... It's like playing Spore. And every time you get to like the highest tier in Spore, you go right back to being a single-celled organism. You start all over again. Like it's just this perpetual cycle that they're stuck in, which, you know, that sounds not great.
Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls until only the hunger remains.
Yep, right there.
Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
I don't know. About this and a great many things. But I do know that it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way. Else I am already a hunger-maddened beast.
Logical, logical.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
Next patch, I'm assuming. Make for our moon. For the moon? Did he wait? Make for our moon. Like with the Loporits? The Loporits moon? Like the dark side of it? It is true. The only side of the moon that we are on is the one that faces Eorzea. Yeah, I don't know. Our moon or the moon of the 13th? That's a good question. How do we get there? We have to fly there on the Ragnarok? I don't know where it is. Let's see. Does he have any rationale for this? I mean, he's about to explode, so.
Never. Our triumph is at hand.
Really?
And the knowledge will avail you naught.
How? But. I mean, it sounds like evil villain speak, but there's nothing going. It's just Golbez.
But to be so viciously slandered. Pride demands I prove my virtue at the last. And perhaps your own will resonate with his, and draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
That's a cool shot. That's probably the thumbnail. That was a cool shot. That was neat. Yeah, so he's not getting Contra Memoria crystalled because he expended all his ether to fight us. And to travel, probably. Combination of traveling all that distance of space and fighting us makes him explode. Okay. My inquiries delayed me. I am not accustomed to conversation, but I'm glad I arrived in time to speak with Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there is a better way. Yours, the future you strive for, is one I wish to see. I want to know why I feel this way, why this fire burns in my breast. I'll take the crit. Huh. I mean, it is a bit of a similar story flatline to the Ascian stuff, but I guess it's not necessarily getting back what they had. It's trying to just, again, that cycle of life and death purgatory that they're stuck in. All right. Title drop quest for patch 6.3, God's Revel, lands Tremble. Zero is already contemplating your next move. Nothing more for us here. What of Alzadal's legacy? Has that been a word from Y'shtola and the others? Nope, not that I'm aware of. I see. Frustrating, perhaps, but better that the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more void scent. We should return to Megaduta and rejoin the others. An RP fly over there real quick. This patch, whereas it's still, you know, it's great writing, character moments, etc., etc. It, oh, do I have to actually probably talk to you to go in? The one thing I'm sort of noticing about this patch overall, I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's very similar to the previous one in structure and everything. They're always like, there's only so much that happens in each of these because really they're no preference. Oh, never mind. I clicked on the 69 instance. Okay. Oh, I never clicked on this Chocobo Keep. But maybe we'll walk in the front door of Rods. I haven't done this in a long time. There is a little bit of I'm getting a slight hint at clearly Yoshi P and other team members, development staff. They're different teams, but I'm getting this slight twinge that because of the development of Final Fantasy 16, there's a little less salt sprinkled on this one, you know, a little less seasoning in comparison. It could also be that it's just a little more of this story and it's not super involved, considering that this is the 0.3 of a 5 patch cycle. So I really wonder where this next cinematic is going to trend towards and open up for the next 2 patch cycles. Seems like those are already inside. Let's join them. Yeah, it's still freaking raining outside. Good to see you both have returned hale and whole. Your friends are not long ago. You ready with the satrap? Shall I show you in? Yes, I'm ready for cutscenes. It's Dragon Boy. Is it time to stand around in a square circle and talk about plot? All the colors. This is Zera's first time seeing a dragon?
Thank goodness you're both all right. Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate.
Yeah.
But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain?
I love how my Deadpool mouth still moves underneath the texture.
Golbez aspires to deliver void scent unto the source,
Yes.
where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
It's not even that evil. It's really not even that evil of a desire, I suppose, except when all the void scent come through and like eat a whole bunch of humans in the process.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Yeah, see, Astidian gets it. And why I say humans, like the race in Eorzea, the all the different races were split from one original, and they all became cat girls and boys and buns and elves and whatever. But and rows and things. But yeah, I imagine there's overall that doesn't sound like a terrible notion, except for the fact of all the death that might happen.
Indeed. Void Sent themselves are inherently dangerous.
Yeah.
Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered.
Yeah.
'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
We can't let that happen, or how can we prevent this? Yeah, move the conversation forward. We've already dealt with stuff of this nature before, so ish.
The simplest way would, of course, be to strike at Golbez himself. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Yep.
Indeed. Rubicante have deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Except that we do have the Ragnarok.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Mm-hmm.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect.
Mm-hmm. Unless...
Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
And go talk about the Ragnarok.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Fair enough.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
High five.
I'm no scholar. I'll find another way to keep myself busy here.
Yeah. Indeed. Your Tolo will be more than a match for those tomes. Or how about a little training to keep your lance arm honed? Let's go. Can we... a little one-on-one? Come on, Estinian. Let's go. Fisticuffs.
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Oh, damn it.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment.
Character arc.
I will go for myself. To try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
Mm-hmm.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
I will not fail you again, sister.
Sad dragon. Sad dragon. Oh, it's Tiny Varshan. Before you leave, I would once more express my gratitude. By your hands has Thavnir been saved yet again. But before you delivered my people, you helped me rediscover hope when the sight of my sister's left eye had bereft and adrift for a time. Oh, left me bereft and adrift for a time. We may have lost the gate in Alzadal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel the void, and together we will find it. For now, I bid you rest and recover your strength. I, too, shall have my vessel improved ahead for our next foray. What does that mean? Is Varshan going to upgrade his avatar to an all-rounder? That could be kind of cool. Like an actual progression of his involvement in us as a trust companion. Or, I don't know, something. It might mean absolutely nothing besides just, you know, fluff dialogue, but... To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme, but no matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see that he does not succeed. This is the cutscene I was waiting for. This is the... Yep. It's Troya? This is in Troya. Yes, hello? That's the moon. Meanwhile, on the moon in the 13th. On the 13th moon. Yeah, so that's where his evil lair is. His floating castle shard thing. He's all alone now. Uh-oh. Yep.
Cagnazzo and Rubicante have joined with the great flow.
The camera did never pan up in the previous 2 cutscenes. I guess that answers that question. Yep.
In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
Cue the Johnny Cash. Oh. Oh, that's actually so cool. Okay, fair enough. It's I mean, that's just our moon. Well, sort of. Ooh. Awesome skybox. That's the 13th, though. Not looking too good.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh.
Interesting how the moon on the 13th also has a giant hole crater in the middle of it. That's where Golbez is. And they're all reflections of themselves, right? They're all copies, quote unquote, or reflections, mirrored reflections of each other. That's just gameplay stuff. They took the same model and then tweaked it a bit, but that from a story perspective, they both have giant holes, at least these 2 so far, ours and the 13th.
The end to life on that star. And the end to my suffering.
Oh. Beyond closed gates awaits your foe, where no path leads and none may go. Hallowed and harrowed. Well, yeah, it's freaking raining outside. Hold on. There we go. Man. Okay. Yeah, this is like a weird interim quest period for this whole story bit. Like, it moves the story forward, but it doesn't... Like, nothing goes like, oh my god, right? There's no ridiculously craziness to it all. It's just like good extra, more story, a little more about Golbez. All the archfiends have been defeated. Yeah, I don't know. This felt a little lighter compared to the previous one. I guess there was more impact being on the 13th and what happened there. It's still good. It was cool. Babricha, definitely a way better trial for the story than Rubicante. Just an overall flair. Although Cognatio was definitely pretty funny. That was a great reveal yesterday anyway from the live stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more to say. I mean, it's good. It's totally fine. It's just not... It didn't, like, punch you in the oh crap moments. Like, the reveal of the moon, that's where Golbez is on, and that the 13th has a moon just like ours, so you imagine that each of the shards all have similar situations, ones that are left anyway. Also have moons. I don't know how significant that's going to be, if they're going to keep using that trope, because they can't just keep going to the same well just because the 13th in the Void set is... It's a similar story to the Ascians. Not exactly, but it's similar-ish. They just kind of want the end of this purgatory they're living in, where the Ascians wanted to smoosh everything back together and go back to before all this stuff exploded. Basically. But yeah, that's that. That was patch 6.3. Gods, Revel, Lands, Tremble for Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. The up next, for those that are watching live, we're going to do the wrap-up post-quest, which is more information and lore about the Archfiends. And for those watching VOD form, that'll also be coming out in some time from whenever this comes out. So thank you very much for watching. Like buttons, subscribe buttons, whatever buttons. I don't know. Thank you.